Who is better, Michael Jordan or LeBron James? This question has been on the rise for quite some time. Neither side is backing down. LeBron James fans think LeBron James is the best. Jordan fans think Jordan is the best. And both sides have a great point. But an argument is an argument, and all arguments should be backed up with facts. So that's what we're about to do. Present the facts, dive in, and let's see who is actually the best. In order to determine this, I'm going to be using 5 different categories: natural gifts, offense, defense, clutch factor, and awards received. Now, when it comes to natural gifts, LeBron James and Michael Jordan are very different. But when it comes to hairlines, well, they both have some of the same issues. But let's just get to these natural gifts. LeBron James is a 6'8", 250-pound small forward, which makes him a monster compared to other players at that position. It also gives him ability to play multiple positions, guard multiple positions, and so on and so on. Not to mention, for his size, he is still extremely quick and explosive. While Jordan, on the other hand, is a 6'6", 216-pound shooting guard. Do not get me wrong, that is an amazing build and amazing body for a shooting guard. He is definitely better than the average shooting guard. He has a more sleek, lean build, making him a lot quicker and more crafty. So, who wins this category? While Jordan is built great for a shooting guard, he just cannot compare to LeBron James' natural gifts. LeBron James is a rare diamond that you probably will not find for many years to come. So I have to give this category to LeBron James. Now that we see what tools each player was given to work with, let's see who puts in the better work. Let's start with offense. When it comes to style of play, these two are completely different players, which is expected. They have different builds. They are different positions. Looking at LeBron James, he's more of a bully on offense. When it comes to scoring, he likes to bully his way into the paint. Offensively, though, he's actually more of a pass-first guy. He has historically had issues shooting jump shots and definitely is not a great free throw shooter. He has never averaged 80% or better in his career at shooting free throws. While Jordan, on the other hand, is a more crafty jump shooter, using head fakes, crossovers, post moves to get his shot off. Jordan was more of a score-first guy. We can all easily say that. And he can definitely get into the paint, but he doesn't depend on it as much as LeBron James. But it's not about opinions. Let's look at some of these stats. Jordan is clearly the better scorer, averaging 30.12 points per game, while LeBron James averaged 27.7 points per game. Now, this is only a 2.5 point difference, but when you think about it and put it in perspective, Michael Jordan won 10 NBA scoring titles. In 2 of those seasons, one of them he had 37 points per game, and the other one he had 35 points per game. LeBron James, in 13 years, only won 1 scoring title, and his highest scoring output was only 30 points per game. But when it comes to assists, LeBron James is clearly the better passer. While Michael Jordan is a good passer, averaging 5.3 assists in his career, he cannot compare to LeBron James' 7 assists per game. But we also can say the triangle offense that Michael Jordan was in definitely limited his ability to pass. When players are in the triangle offense, they normally get less assists. If we look at the season before Michael Jordan got into that triangle offense, he definitely was averaging a lot more assists and rebounds. He was averaging 8 assists and 8 rebounds. But no excuses, let's just stick to the facts. LeBron James is a better passer. He passes approximately 1.7 more assists a game than Jordan. But I definitely do not think that is enough to give him the offensive category, especially when you put turnovers into the equation. LeBron James averages 3.4 turnovers a game, while Jordan only averaged 2.7 a game, which definitely will give Michael Jordan the edge in this category. So I have to hands down give the offense category to Michael Jordan. Now the saying goes, offense sell tickets, but defense win championships. That is what they say. So let's see who has the best defense. LeBron James clearly has the better body, allowing him to defend all 5 positions. He's also hands down one of the best chase down blockers in NBA history. Not many players have a 6'8" frame, 42-inch vertical, and is quick enough to perform these kind of chase down blocks that LeBron does. But Jordan was no slouch on the defense. His quickness and cat-like reflexes allow him to cause havoc on the defense. But people would probably assume that LeBron was better because of the body. It's not about assumptions. Let's get into the stats. Michael Jordan easily wins the steal category with 2.3 steals a game compared to LeBron James only having 1.6 steals a game. And even with LeBron James' amazing size and chase down blocks, him and Jordan are a tie for career blocks. Both of them average 0.8 blocks a game. But defense is definitely more than blocks and steals, because the only way, and all coaches know this, the only way to end a defensive possession is by grabbing a defensive rebound. And when it comes to defensive rebounds, LeBron James outdoes Michael Jordan 6 defensive rebounds to Jordan's 4.3. So with all of that factored in, I would definitely have to edge this category to LeBron James. Now this category is not going to be a landslide. I was just going to say both of them could have won it, but I'm going to edge it to LeBron James. All great players must be able to step up when their team needs them the most. In order to be the best, you have to have the clutch factor. There is no way you could be the best without being clutch. When it comes to being clutch, many people have different definitions and perceptions. Some people believe that LeBron James isn't very clutch, while some people believe that Michael Jordan has never missed a game winner. But that is not exactly true. Jordan has missed game winners, and LeBron James is above average clutch player. One thing we know for sure is that Jordan is the more aggressive closer, willing to take 10 shots out of 10 shots, while LeBron James will sometimes defer, allowing his teammates to take the final shot. This can be knocked, and he can be accused of being a choke artist or scared of the big moment. But this is not about accusations. Once again, this is about the stats. So let's look at the stats. When it comes to scoring game-winning shots in the last 10 seconds or go-ahead buckets, the league is averaging around 27%. While people think LeBron James isn't clutch, when it comes to game-winning shots, he actually is shooting around 33% and leading all players in this era. Now that is pretty impressive, especially given the players in this era: Kobe Bryant, Dirk Nowitzki, and the list goes on. But when it comes to being clutch, Jordan is undoubtedly the best ever to do it. Just look at the numbers. Well, of course, he didn't make every single shot, but he has taken a lot. And the ones that he has taken, he has made a whopping 50% of them. This destroys the league average. This really comes to nobody's surprise, because he has some of the most memorable shots in NBA history. Utah Jazz, Phoenix Suns, and the list goes on. So that leaves me with no choice but to give this category to Michael Jordan. Now for the determining factor, we will talk about the awards and accolades of each player. Everybody says the only thing Jordan fans bring up is the 6 rings, and that LBJ has more accolades otherwise. But that might not be the case, or it could be. Let's just first name off all of the accolades of each player. Let's start with LeBron James. He is a 3-time NBA champion, 3-time NBA Finals MVP, 4-time NBA Most Valuable Player, NBA Rookie of the Year, NBA scoring champion one year, which was 2008, a 2-time NBA All-Star Game MVP, a 13-time NBA All-Star, a 2-time NBA minutes leader, 13-time All-NBA. 11 of those was first team and 2 of those was second team. NBA All-Defensive 6 times, well 5 of those was first team and 1 of those was a second team. He also was the NBA All-Rookie first team. And plus he had many other accolades like Eastern Conference Player of the Month, Player of the Week, all that type of stuff. Moving on, let's give out Jordan's accolades. Jordan was a 6-time NBA champion, a 5-time NBA MVP, 6-time NBA Final MVP, 1-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year, 10-time scoring leader, 3-time steals leader, 3-time minutes leader, 14-time NBA All-Star, 3-time NBA All-Star Game MVP, 2-time IBM Award winner, 11-time All-NBA selection. First team, he had that 10 times and was only on the second team once. He was a 9-time defensive selection, with all of them being the first team. NBA All-Rookie selection, of course, and also the NBA Rookie of the Year. And another stat that he had that LeBron just didn't have, he was a 2-time NBA Slam Dunk champion. Now, the most cliche argument between these two is that Jordan has more championships, but that is not the only thing that he has more of. He has more Finals MVPs, more regular season MVPs, more All-Star MVPs, more scoring titles, more defensive MVPs. He has made the All-Defensive team more times, led the league in steals 3 times, not to mention 2-time dunk champion. So with all of those accolades being assessed, I will have to easily give this category to Michael Jordan. Now, to sum it all up, that means that Michael Jordan wins. He is definitely the better player out of these two. He won 3 of the 5 categories. And one of the categories, which is defense, especially when you look at those accolades, it probably could have went either way. It was definitely no landslide either way on defense, which means Michael Jordan could have actually have won 4-1. Now, this is the kicker though. LeBron James is still actively playing right now in the NBA. So right now, Jordan may be the best, but when it's all said and done, you never know. LeBron James will probably be a lot farther ahead when it's all said and done. So we just have to stay tuned, watch the king as he tries to take the throne. If you like anything about this video, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you are not subscribed. I also want you to make sure you hit that comment section and tell me, who do you think is the best, Michael Jordan or LeBron James?